I'm Heather.
I'm Nate.
And this is Lacey.
We're going to Carlsbad, California.
This is an area we haven't really gotten to see much of, and it was time to explore, and our first stop was the Village Fair shopping area.
It was an open-air mall in the middle of town between the ocean and the lagoon.
The buildings were really fun to look at. They were definitely unique in their architecture. And once you were inside the Village Fair, it was this adorable outdoor shopping area. There were lots of restaurants and cute little boutiques and fun art everywhere to look at.
These flowers were getting all of the attention, so Lacey decided to dive into a photo of her own.
And after spending some time having fun checking out the art, we decided it was time to wander and check out the Carlsbad Village.
They were running the Carlsbad 5000 the next day, so we made our own sprint through the registration area and finished at the train station.
Carlsbad Village was only a couple of blocks away from Village Fair, so we were happy to walk and didn't need a cute car like this to get around, but it would have been fun.
Instead, we bubbled like a brook until we felt like we'd gone back in time.
Soon enough, we were at the Old World Village, and these were some great-looking buildings. They looked Bavarian or something straight out of Europe. It was such a gorgeous day, though. We decided we had done enough shopping, and we just wanted to continue on our way, walking around.
We borrowed a little bit of time so Lacey could talk to a local who told her all about the best walks in town. They said go down to the beach, and there's an amazing walk with some incredible views.
We drove down the gorgeous coastline, trying to figure out the best place to park. We actually found a place just 1 block from Carlsbad State Beach. It was perfect.
We used the power of positive parking, thank you, Grandma, and then took the short walk down to the path.
It was a gorgeous day to be at the beach. We admired the views and decided to grab some lunch before heading out on our walk on the beach. We ate right there at the Harbor Fish Cafe, and the food was good. However, we didn't have any views of the ocean while we ate, even though it was right there. So we were excited to get out and start walking off that great lunch.
We walked to a great lookout and then took advantage and got some amazing photos with the ocean in the background.
We didn't get too far before we noticed this. We didn't know what was going on. We had never seen that before. We stopped and talked to a local who let us know that Carlsbad dredges from the lagoon on the other side of the highway and places the sand back onto the beaches.
We'd seen the dredging machine on the way in and didn't know what it was, so it was interesting to find out that was pumping that sand all the way over here.
It was pretty interesting to watch. We kept joking that guy in the bulldozer is living out his childhood dream of just playing in the sand all day. I was truly mesmerized. I could not stop watching this. All the sand from the other side was being pushed out to this side.
Lacey kept us moving, but as we were walking, even the critters couldn't keep their eyes off of them pumping all that sand out. I think they were wondering if this was going to make them a new home.
This was insane to me. I'd never seen anything like it. I couldn't stop watching, and I was mesmerized.
The amount of sand coming out was overwhelming and it seemed impossible to keep up with. But then there was a guy out in the middle of the ocean on a tractor shoving it all around.
We made our way to the path down below and we walked along, still watching them move all this sand around.
They piled it up layer by layer in an attempt to bring back what the ocean was trying to take away.
This was a great path with lots of entrances to go back up to the top path at any time. We stayed on the lower path, walking with the critters along the beach. They were so cute. We stopped to take some photos, learned how they were protecting the bluff before continuing our walk.
We didn't go far past the construction site before we saw people out there enjoying the beach. We were wondering just how long ago this beach was built.
It was only about 70 degrees, but Lacey sure was warm already. We decided to take this opportunity to head back up to the main street.
It was a short path, but it felt steep on a sunny day.
We made our way up slowly so everyone could catch their breath and we could still admire all the views along the way.
And encourage any of our little critter friends to pose for us.
We had a great day walking around and exploring Carlsbad. And after that long walk on the beach, we were sure getting hungry, so we headed over the Windmill Food Hall. It was originally constructed in 1982 as a Pea Soup Anderson's restaurant. And then I heard it became a TGA Fridays. And around 2018, they made it into a food hall with all these different food vendors inside. It's really cool.
We stopped to get some photos under the windmill and wondered to ourselves, what was that windmill millin'? Peas for the pea soup?
We were ready to eat. And once we were inside, there were so many choices, it was hard to choose from.
The food hall was filled with local restaurants, each with their own take on the food they made best.
And once you decided on what food you were getting, then you had to decide what dessert.
And then, of course, pick a second dessert.
I started to panic. I didn't know what dessert I would want, and then I saw this.
I have donut worry every time I run out, so we got enough to share and to take home and to have some for the next day.
While you were waiting, they had lots of fun signs you could read.
But doesn't being cooler and better get you more likes? I'll take as many as I can get, from 1 to 200 million, and I'll toast to them all.
They had a bar inside and a huge outdoor area, which is where the sign said they wanted you to eat with your pets. But I asked the guy, and he said no, they love pets in here, and as long as they were well behaved, they were welcome anywhere.
Lacey's not always well behaved, but she's been known to reinvent herself.
Thanks for going to Carlsbad with us.